Hello, the game has started. It's my opponent to go first. I have a nice rack. This looks very close to a bingo. I could have a 7, and there certainly will be some 8s with this rack. No, now my opponent's changed, which is pretty annoying because I was just about to say that I hadn't seen any 7s with this rack. If there is one, it's going to be quite high probability. But it's not coming to me. I've got the out prefix. I've got the ed ending. Well, this will be a pretty howling miss, if there is one here. But I'm not seeing it. So I think it's a case between playing Dower or Juro. I think I'll go with Juro. It takes CS and Y. It avoids putting a vowel next to a premium square. Juro for 10. So I have betters and a betters beginning with an A. Do I have anything with these floaters? Can't see anything with the D. The U looks promising, possibly Burette's. That's been blocked. The A's in the wrong place for a betters. I've got betters and Juros, so I certainly do have a bingo. But what's the best one on offer? There's a double-double lane in column 5. This rack plus an E. There could be something there. I've got the E-double-T-E ending. Not seeing anything. Betters also plays parallel to agonize. £72 points. And 74 for the Juros spot. Now, should I spend any longer looking for a play? I don't think there's one through the E. I'm going with betters. Well, I'm not, because that stops one square short of row A, and betters takes an A in front. So I'm playing down here for 72. Not great. Too many high-scoring tiles. But there's a degree of balance in that I've got 2 vowels. And I've got no duplicates. So I've got 4 high-scoring tiles. I'd like to play off 3 of them if possible. I can do that with wavy, and that can be spelt with and without an E. Row H. Not massively hot because I can't get a premium tile above the G. And certainly none of my wavy plays go in that spot. Wavy, I can play wavies in column 11 and Juros. That may be worth doing. I've also got the same play making dips. I've got wave. Sky wave not good. I've got wavery in column 12, but that doesn't get doubled. Town takes an S. U and the N not particularly helpful. So at the moment I'm looking at wavies in column 11. I do have wavies in column 13, but it's placing an E next to this double letter square, and it's scoring a lot less than wavies down here. That's 36 points, retaining a K. Is this best? I haven't really seen anywhere with a decent score for wavy. So although it's a shame to burn the S, I think this is the best I've seen. Wow, quite a nice pickup from just a K. I don't think out cake is good. So there may not be a 7 here, but this is a pretty balanced rack. I should be able to leave a decent rack leave. A player of OUK, for example, would leave ACET, which is quite nice. Now let me consider the floaters on the board, in case a bingo jumps out at me. So what about the S? A pretty useful floater. Well, all I'm seeing is out cakes, and I know that's not good. And then I've got the N of town. Not seeing anything with that. G doesn't look hopeful. And vowels don't look like they go well. So, do I have a spot for ALK? Well, I do. I have quite a nice one here. For 27 points. Gauk scores less. GOUK. Gosh, I just feel there may be a missed bingo with the S. So I've got OUS as an ending. That's not it. Okay, I'm not seeing it. So, is there a better spot for OUK or something similar like, for example, otaku? Well, the V is hampering plays in column 12. I'm going with this. Not great. And that's partly the peril of keeping an equal number of vowels and consonants. So I have a lead of 9 points. Very close game. I've got sight up here. 36 points, which is a good score. Rack leave is horrendous. Well, it's not horrendous, but it is horrendous. Can I leave myself a more balanced rack leave? Even if it's just 2 vowels and a T or a C. Well, I could play YEA down here. That's a much better rack leave. 26 points. I'm jettisoning 10 points, but I think CEIT is 10 points better than AEI. Can I do even better? No, I don't think so. I'm going with this. Well, what does YEA score just to the right of Wavies? Well, I think it scores 2 more points. £24 points. £26 points. This is the better position, and your takes nothing in front, so I'm not opening up column 8. I'm going with this. And look at this rack leave. CEIT does go well with the S and the N. But I draw vowels, and again that's from a rack leave of an equal number of vowels and consonants. So is there anything with the S? I have egoistic. Should that remain available? Now what about the N? Can't see anything there. Well, that could easily be blocked. Any play in the bottom right of the board is likely to. Wow, it's not blocked. Fantastic. So, let me get this down. My opponent's play has opened up nothing. So, egoistic for 78. Not bad for 7 random tiles. Column 14 quite hot for a 5-letter play ending in H. do I have one of those? I don't think I do. Or do I? No. Or do I? No, I don't think I do. So, is there a bingo through the N? This rack looks like it goes well with an N, but I'm not seeing anything. 37 tiles in the bag, 35 now. I have a lead of about 50 or 60 points, so fairly slender. Both blanks have gone. My opponent played them with Agonize. Now, I haven't identified any candidate moves. I was hoping for inspiration in column 14. That never came. What about a play coming down from the H? Is there anything which doesn't provide a really easy scoring spot in column 15? I'm not too worried about EHS. It's more O something something that concerns me. HI or HO. Well, I could do this. Hoi. I've got the L for going to make oil. It's 32 points, which is good. But oil also takes an S, and that seems a pretty volatile play. If my opponent's got an L or an S, they're just right back in the game. So although it's a good score, is there something less dangerous? So tempting seeing that dark blue square next to a vowel. Phi has closed down Jire openings. Nothing goes in front of J, only an F and an S go after if. My H can go after the C, but then a whole load of vowels go next to that. Nothing goes in front of C. I could just play... I was going to say RAH. I'm wondering if I can get the P in front. No, so let me see what this scores. 24 points, but a very safe move. And although this is a vowel heavy rack, it's fairly balanced, and the P will guarantee a score next turn. It's almost impossible to imagine changing after this rack. But it's not a great rack. There's only a floating N available. 10 minutes on my clock. What about playing in row K, getting the H between the O and the E? Not seeing anything there. Eta takes a T, Yor takes an L. Not seeing anything there. Now the trouble, if I leave this spot alone, my opponent may play there. No blanks to come. One problem with HOI is that I'm keeping duplicate A, which I don't really like. Well, this feels a bit lame, but I'm going with it. Ra for 24. Just wondering if there's just one more vowel I can play with this. It's such a low score. For a score this low, you really would like everything else to be working out. I'm just looking at row J. High O not good. Okay, I'm going with this. That could have been a lot worse. That almost looks like it goes with an N, but I don't think it does. Not seeing anything there. 48 points for my opponent. He's now only 40 points behind. So what to do with this rack? I don't have anything through the O. I've had a succession of vowel preponderant racks, which means the floating O of AUK is next to useless. But this is a tricky board. I can't see any extensions of Zeta. Only 8 minutes on my clock and 30 tiles to come. I was thinking about playing Opaloid for almost nothing to sort the rack out. That's placing an A next to this triple letter square with the X still out there, so I don't think that's optimal. Looking for somewhere to play AIA. It's suddenly a very tight board. And I'm short on time. Let me just check Opaloids. I'm thinking about playing down towards the bottom. Great, that's not good. So I think what I'll do is play Opaloid down here for 11 points. Seriously? Gotta be something better. Well, what I could do is play Ale, and what this does is it stops my opponent putting a high scoring tile where my A is and using an L and an S to get a big score. This means all he can do is stick the S on the end of Ale, and overall this is just a better play. Look at this rack leave, ADOP. That is better. 14 points is 3 more than 11. It's still pretty lame, but I'm going with this. I draw the X, of course, having turned down Opaloid because of that risk. Placing the A here in row A, opening up this triple word square, is not massively dangerous because the real danger of triple word squares comes when you put a high scoring tile on the double letter square and then get that tripled. Also if it's a bingo lane, which row A isn't. Great, only 18 points for my opponent. So what to do here? Look at this. I've got the triple letter square I was avoiding earlier is now available for my X. And if I'd seen that, that may have persuaded me to play Opaloid, because I wouldn't be creating a unique X spot. Now, is there a 5-letter play ending in X for a massive score? Not that I can see. So is there anything better than Ox? Well, there's Pox. 53 points, and although the P is altering the vowel consonant balance, it's adding 3 more points to my score. It's also making column 15 slightly more accessible, but I think I will go with that. Pox for 53. Not great. This looks a clunky rack and no high scoring tiles. The floating O of Alk is suddenly more useful since I've only got 2 on my rack. And by useful I mean more likely to be useful. It doesn't actually help me. I can't score very much through that. It's just there to dump tiles or to bingo through. Row K, quite hot for a 7-letter bingo ending in S. I've got a 90-point lead. Opponent could easily play in column 15. He only needs a 4-letter play. And if he doesn't play there, I probably will with Coda or something similar. Yeah, 40 points, nice score for my opponent. He's now only 46 points behind, and look at the remaining tiles. Pretty bingo-y. What can I do about that? Not very much with this rack. 17 tiles left, which is a lot. So, where to play? Just, this whole board is really tightening up. Very few scoring spots, only 4 minutes on my clock and 17 tiles in the bag. I'm thinking about playing gold. Wow, only 3 tiles. It's not providing anything massive and it's obstructing row K, but row N is also available for 5-letter plays ending in S. So it'd be nice if I could make this gold play 1 square longer, or maybe a 4-letter play coming down from car. Not seeing anything. I think Jur takes an E. That's not much use to me. Is there really nothing 1 square longer than gold? Not that I can see. Gold for 12. Just wondering about playing in row J. 3 minutes on my clock. Just as a way of playing off 4 tiles rather than 3. You would have to end TO. So the best I can do is alto, and I don't want to keep double D. I'm going with gold. Gold for 12. Dodging these S's, which worry me. I'm not too bothered about the N. I don't think that's hugely dangerous, although there could be bingos through it. Yeah, there goes one of the S's, 36 points. Opponent just 22 points behind. So, do I have anything through the O? Don't think so. 2 minutes on my clock, 13 tiles to come. What about the N? Anything through that? Well, that's obstructed by the D. I'm really struggling to see things on this board. Just wondering if there's a way of playing off a lot of tiles. My H can go after the C. 1 minute on my clock. Okay, that's not very many. So, let me do this. Omic for 15. Wow, that's a pretty good pickup. Gold has obstructed, or blocked, Dipteran rather. Wow, painful, 74 points. But there are a few anagrams here. Do any of them fit? 1 minute on my clock. The E would have to go underneath the R. So what do I have? I have partied, Diptera, pirated. Not looking good. Remaining tiles horrendous, but I'm 40 points behind. So I'm going to turn my attention now to see if I've got a big score in row O. So paired for 33 is going to take me to 399. I'm going to draw 2 tiles. Can I... Well, only 51 seconds. I think I'm going to have to play this. Well, let me just think for another 20 seconds. Do I have a play across the bottom here? So what about dart? 30 points, keeping pi. And that stops my opponent from scoring anything around here. I'm going with this. 20 seconds left. Okay, opine. Can't see anything through the N. Can't see anything anywhere. Can't see anything through CD. Pioned is good. That doesn't work. Anagram of opined. So where can I score with my P? I've got PO. I've got OP. That's one spot. Probably not enough. Nothing down onto POX. Can't see anywhere else good for the P. I'll probably have two goes. My opponent's not going to go out with that. He can play VAR, which would scupper the play I was considering. I've got very little time. I can't get my P over this U. Okay, my opponent hasn't played there. So I've got PO. No, I haven't. What was the play? OP. EIN, can I go out with that? Not sure I can. I'm 8 points ahead. Van. I've gone over. I lose 10 points. Opponent's got just an N left. Can't see anything through CD. I've got Din and Nomar. Not sure if that's enough. Probably not with a 10-point penalty. 10 points for Din. I can run this down to the 1 minute mark. I've got EN for 12. I've got NIE on my rack. Is there anywhere for that? Don't think so. Okay, so I'm playing this. And that's not going to be enough. My opponent can go out with his N. He's got Noma and New. Yeah. And he wins the game. So, final score. 419 to me. 423 for my opponent. A winning margin of 4 points. So, well done to my opponent. Going overtime cost me the game because I incurred a 10-point penalty. So that game was winnable. I just ran out of time. Really exciting stuff. Let's see what I missed. There must have been so many ways to win that towards the end, I think. Right, opponents go first. He changed. What could he have done? Well, yeah, possibly worth considering. Now, did I miss a bingo here? No, I didn't, in which case I like my play. Opponent draws both blanks, plays Agonize. And I have betters. I didn't want to play it beginning at 11B. B retters was playable through the A. That's the anagram of the betters. Anyway, I played it here, and that's fine. Opponent's rat, not great. He plays Town for 4. And now I have... Well, I played Wavies, which doesn't appear. I could have played Wavy. Ah, because of Duroy. Oh, well, that's pretty poor. Yeah, having identified that a Y can go on the end of Duro, I then didn't see it at this point, when it would have been useful to know. I play Wavies. Opponent has Trueborn and misses it. Plays Boo. Great no missed bingo here. What did I do? I played Auk, but Cuter looks quite nice. In the same spot for 6 more points. Opponent plays Cat. And now I have a run of racks with a Vowel Preponderance. What do I do here? I play Yeah for 26. Yeah, Cyanide M7. Okay, yeah, also worth considering. Opponent's rack, he plays Jer. And now I have Egoistic, which gave me a good lead. Opponent has FE. And this was a rack I struggled with. What did I do here? I played Ra for 24. Yeah, and these are all plays. You can see the 14. They're all plays in column 14, which I thought about, and the extra 8 to 10 points I didn't think were worth it in terms of it opening up column 15. So I think Ra's just about okay. Opponent's rack, he plays Z. Now, this is where I played Ale. Didn't really like it. Or did I play Opaloid? No, I played Ale. Okay, I was worried about placing the A next to a premium square. A14, Podial and Al. Yeah. And I played Ale for 14. I still don't like opening up column 15 when I've only got a 50-point lead, so I'm not convinced by this, but Ale doesn't really feel that great. Opponent's rack, he plays Own. And now I have Pox for 53, which was great. Put me into a good lead of 90 points. Opponent claws a lot of that back with Ganef. And now this was a really painful rack. And look at the scores and rack leaves. Nothing over 20. So I played gold for 12. Yeah, and a lot of these keep duplicate D, so gold is okay. Great rack for my opponent. Okay, and he's not missed a bingo here. He's just taken the view that his rack is so good that he can get 36 for just playing off the S and is very likely to have a bingo the following go. So that's a good play. Phew, I didn't want to miss a bingo with this rack. Cham, L14. Okay, I'm not convinced I like that. Although the score's quite good. I play Omic for 15. And opponent has a bingo, which makes the game interesting because he's now 40 points ahead, 37 points ahead. There's only 2 tiles in the bag and the rest of the tiles are rubbish. Wow, 0-3 Petard. That would have been the play, I think. Petard for 50. What do? I do Dart for 30, 20 fewer points. And all of these other plays are around the 30 mark. Apted 01. The trouble with plays starting at 01 is that they leave column 8 available for plays. But maybe that wasn't so dangerous since with the remaining tiles, the V can't get doubled. Yeah. Okay, and this shows the importance of having a bit of time at the end if you can. You can't always be in that position, and I wasn't here. So I played Dart. Opponent has this rack, and he has very limited options. He plays Unlit. I'm 12 points behind. My opponent's got VNN, so I really ought to be able to outrun him in 2 plays. M2. Golder. Wow, I missed that. Open for 24 points. Wow, I just didn't see that E insert. I played Op for 20, keeping EIN, but then couldn't go out with EIN. I'm sure I could have gone out with just an I. Opponent plays Van for 6. Now, did I overlook an out at this point? Yes, I did. M2. Ah, well, that's using the Golder spot that I missed, but that would have been the winning out, even with the 10-point penalty. So instead I play N for 12, which was the most points available, having missed an I. An opponent can then go out anywhere, I think, and win. What does he actually... Is that what he actually did? Yeah. So, what a game. Really tight end game at the end. The game was winnable. I could have won it by not going over on time, and even with going over on time, I could have won it by spotting the spot for the E in Golder. So a really exciting end to that game, and congratulations once again to my opponent for winning. I hope you enjoyed watching that, and I will see you next time.